Okay, this is Ray, and I'm going to do a tutorial on how I mounted my my video camera onto my helmet. A lot of people who saw my motorcycle ride saying, what kind of camera are you using, and how do you mount it? Okay, well, I'm going to show you. First of all, you need a motorcycle helmet. This is my helmet. It's an HJC helmet, of course, DOT certified. All helmets have to be DOT certified. And it has the flip-up visor. So if I come to a stoplight or whatever, I can flip up the visor. And this is going to play a role in how I mount my camera down the road. Let me show you here in a second. Okay, okay, that closes. Full face shield. Okay, now, this is the camera that I bought. It is the Ion Air Pro 2 video camera, action camera. For me, this is the best one for the money because it costs $250. It's got a complete 180-degree front view. It is Wi-Fi compatible. You can plug your Wi-Fi component into it. Now, the backing that comes with the camera is this one here. Okay, so this snaps on and turns. That makes the camera waterproof. The camera can go up to 10 meters, which is 30 feet underwater, without having to have any kind of external casing or anything. That's one thing I like better about this than the GoPro. The GoPro, you have to buy an external housing for the camera. It costs $500. This one's half the price. To me, it has a much clearer picture, and I did a lot of research on action cameras, so I saw just about all of them and videos on the different ones, and this is the one that I like. It's the Ion Air Pro 2 Wi-Fi compatible video camera, action camera. So when you buy the camera, this is the mount that comes with the camera. It's a perpendicular camera mount. The camera slides in here, and then this slides onto the mounting bracket. This is the bracket that comes with the camera. It's a flush mount, double-sided adhesive tape mount that goes onto the helmet. You can put it either here or anywhere on the helmet, but you know, this is the top place where I mounted it, and it comes with the retaining nut and the mount itself. So the retaining nut goes here. This snaps onto the top like this. Lock down your retaining nut, and then the camera slides onto that. Now, before you put the camera on, you want to make sure that you have your safety strap on here like this, just in case for whatever reason this breaks off or this comes off, which it never will. I mean, this is really, really sturdy stuff. This is like metal on the outside. It's really durable. Very, very clean picture. Okay, so this mounts onto the slide mount like this and snaps into place. You can hear it lock in, lock like that, and then you snap in your safety cable like that. Now, this is the top mount for the helmet. The reason I didn't like this is because it kind of sticks way up, and you know, it's like no big deal, but it just doesn't look like real streamlined. Okay, so what I did was I bought the side mount for the helmet, which is this 45-degree mount here. So when you buy this, this is like $6 or something like that from Ion. You call them and they'll send it to you for $6. You get another one of these mounting plates here. So what I did was I got another one and I mounted it here on the side of the helmet, okay? And then I bought the 45-degree camera mount, okay? And then of course your locking nut goes on here. This snaps in here, the ball snaps in. And then of course you lock you turn your retaining nut till it locks the mount on solid so that it doesn't move, okay? Like that, real tough, okay? Then get your safety strap, goes on here, okay? Take your camera, slides right in here like this, okay? And then of course your safety strap gets buckled in like that, okay? Now when you mount it on the side here, if you mount it perpendicular like that, then you're going to be, when you ride, you're going to be filming like into your instrument panel on your motorcycle or down to the ground, because when you ride, your head is like in a tilted position like this, at least on a street bike. I have a Ninja, so you know, you kind of like lean forward into the bike, so the camera will be pointed down. So what you want to do is you want to tilt your camera up about 10 to 15 degrees up like this. That way, when you're riding tilted with your head down, then the camera is at more a level to the ground, more flush to the surface. That way you get a more even panoramic view as opposed to pointing down into the ground like that. Now the only disadvantage about mounting the camera on the side of the helmet here like this, like I said, see how it's more streamlined and profile and doesn't stick out as much, but you do tend to get a little bit of the helmet into the view of the camera, just a little bit of the front here, as opposed to when it's on top, you have a complete unobstructed 180-degree view like that. Okay, but this one like this, you get a little bit of the camera, a little bit of the helmet, but not much. So I like this better because it's more streamlined. I think it looks cooler, you know, and it's just the way that I prefer. You can go either way. I just like this way, like this, and so do a lot of people. Okay, now I also bought an external mic. This has an internal microphone built in, but since it's on the outside of the helmet, you know, you get a lot of wind noise and you can't really hear your voice that well. It sounds kind of muffled. So I bought an external microphone from Radio Shack. Okay, costs like $35. It's a 7mm jack, so you have to buy the 3.5mm adapter that goes on here so that it can fit onto the microphone port in the back of the helmet. So this just goes in like this. You take your water cover off the camera like that. Okay, and this is the different functions that it has. It has the full HD and HD toggle switch. Your SIM card goes in here, or your picture card or whatever. Here's the port for the ISB cable that connects to your computer. You got a reset button there in case you have to reset it for any reason. And then the microphone port, which is here. So what you do is you plug in the microphone into the microphone port like that. Okay, make sure it's nice and secure in there, and then you want to lift your helmet open like this, and you want to put the mouthpiece of the microphone as close to your mouth as possible. So instead of it just hanging in here or whatever, you can open up your face cushion from the microphone, from the helmet like this, and just kind of put it in there, and you see that there's a snap right here so that it can snap back close. So this goes in here. It also protects from any wind or anything that might get into your helmet. So, you know, if you have your face shield open, so that goes in there like that, and then this just snaps back closed. You gotta clear the microphone. Snap it back into place like that, and then all you just have is this stuff left over. Now I just tied this up with a rubber band. Make sure that if you use this external microphone, that when you're not using it, you have it in the off position, because if you have it in the on position, it'll drain the battery. So keep it off unless you're using it. If you're using it, then turn it on. Okay, and then I just kind of tied up with a rubber band, and then the helmet cushion on the inside has Velcro on it, so you can open it up like this and just kind of tuck everything, you know, all the excess microphone cable up underneath like that, so that it doesn't get in your way, and then just push the Velcro back down. Okay, and then that's how it gets mounted. Okay, this comes down. One of the other bad things about having the camera mounted on the top, if you have a flip-up visor, is that if you have the visor in the up position, it'll hit the camera like right about here. So if I have the camera down mounted on the side, I can fully lift up my visor. See how it wouldn't clear, but now it'll clear because there's nothing in the way. So, you know, and it kind of like locks into the up position like that. If you were to just have it here and it hit the camera, it can like kind of vibrate down, but like this, you can have it fully open. Okay, locks closed like that, and then you can see how the camera has a low profile look to it, and the front view like this. So I think it looks kind of cool that way. They have different camera colors to like match your helmet or whatever. So this is how I have my Ion Air Pro 2 camera mounted onto my helmet. And to use the camera, it's very, very simple. You just turn it on. You can feel it vibrate. The camera, that's another feature about it, is that when you have your helmet on, and since it's connected to it, you can feel the vibration. So when you turn the camera on, you just hold down the on-off switch, and you can hear it vibrate once, and it has a green light. That means that the camera's on but not recording. And then when you want to record, all you have to do is slide this toggle forward, and you hear it, or you feel it vibrate again. And then of course you have the red record light that comes on, but obviously you can't see that when you have your helmet on. That's why it's cool that it vibrates. And when you want to turn it off and you want to stop recording, all you do is slide this back, and it vibrates, buzz, buzz twice, 2 times, turns back to the green. And then if you want to turn it, the whole thing off, you can just depress the toggle again, and the camera goes off completely. So it has like about a 4-hour record time on it. It's a great camera for $250 plus the $35 for the external microphone, and I think it's a great setup. So for those of you who were asking how I mounted my camera, there you go.